If you ever get a phone call where no one speaks, don't ignore it. Because sometimes the caller isn't far away, they might already be inside your home. Hey Haunt fam, welcome back to another video on horror files. Today's story is inspired by a real missing case. And let's start with introducing how many people lived in that home and who. There was a small family who lived in a quiet neighborhood. Just a mom, a dad, and a young daughter named Lily. Just a normal happy family. But everything changed one night when the landline phone rang at midnight. The father picked the call and asked who it was. There was no reply, only a strange sound of someone breathing on the call. He hung up thinking it was some wrong number, but the next night they got the same call, and this kept happening every night. Every time they answered, they felt like someone was watching them. The family got scared. The mother started checking if the doors were locked twice at night. But soon, the calls got even stranger. Now the phone rang only when the family sat down for dinner. It felt like the person who was calling them knew their routine and was watching them. And one night, when they got that call again, they picked it up and heard the same strange noise of someone breathing. But this time it sounded closer, faster, like that person was excited. The father finally called the phone company to trace the calls, and they agreed. The next call came. He picked it up, and the breathing was louder than ever. And the phone company called him back immediately and said, "Sir, the call is coming from inside your house." The family was terrified. Inside the house? But where? They called the police immediately. When the officers arrived, they searched every corner, rooms, bathrooms, kitchen, basement, but they found nothing. No one, no footprints, no broken window, and nothing was stolen. But the phone kept ringing over and over again, and each time an officer answered it, they heard the same breathing. The police patrolled outside the house for the night. Everyone tried to sleep, but the silent phone calls kept coming. By morning, the police noticed something strange. The front door was open. They rushed inside. The breakfast plates were still on the table. Lily's teddy was on the floor. Shoes still near the door. Everything was normal. Except the family was gone. It was like they just vanished during the night. The only clue was the landline phone. And suddenly it started ringing again. One officer slowly picked it up. There was no voice, just breathing. Then they heard a small laugh and a whisper. And it said, "Who's next?" The family was never found. No bodies, no footprints, no signs of escape. The police analyzed the final call and the breathing they heard, and it didn't match any human voice because the call wasn't from a person. It was coming from the house itself, from the thing that took them. So if your phone rings tonight, don't pick up, don't listen, don't say a word, because once it knows you're there, you'll be the next one to vanish.